Hi, I'm Erica. Welcome to my channel. Do all that YouTube stuff down below and let's get going. And just so you know, I do upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so if you're looking for somebody who has a reliable upload schedule, I'm your girl. So today we are going to be talking about two new launches this week. It was the Hollow Gothic launch from Wet n Wild and the Festival collection from Too Faced. On the surface, they are supposed to be, or should be, two very different launches. One is drugstore, obviously one is high-end, but they ended up kind of being the same thing, despite one being called Gothic and one called being called Festivals, and the whole Too Faced unicorn thing, whatever. So, I just want to start out by saying I love Wet n Wild products. I know the Too Faced has a little bit of controversy here and there out there, but I don't worry about that kind of stuff. You know, I like what I like, and that's all there is to it. But these two launches, I'm just like, no. So I'm going to be doing anti-hauls once a month. I already did my February one, and you can find that there. But these two launches came out this week, and I just felt like I needed to talk about them because just no. So let's just get into this. So, Wet n Wild released the Spring in a Box Goth-O-Graphic line this week. It had a Mega Glow highlighter. Now, their Mega Glow highlighters, I love their Mega Glow highlighters. I have this one. And this is in Botanic Dream. And I love this. This is a gorgeous shade. It's, you know, it's super highlighty. This is part of their normal collection. You can find this pretty much anytime. But for their Gothic line, it's just another pink highlighter. Now, they did a line back in the fall. Last year it was unicorns in the spring, and then in the fall they did a Midnight Mermaid, and this was their highlighter for the Midnight Mermaid. And I just feel like this is more goth than what they're trying to pass off as spring goth. It's a beautiful bluey gold shade. I lived the entire summer in this last year. And, you know, you might be thinking, well, why does this matter so much to you, that it's not goth? Obviously, it's not going to be goth. It's a spring collection. But I was reading an article about this launch, and they said that the reason that they wanted to go goth was because they were reading all these comments on social media that people were so over the unicorn thing. And I'm with you. I'm kind of over it too. But to think that, I think they missed the mark here. The point is that we're tired of unicorn, not that we're tired of seeing them on our packaging. It's that we're tired of the pastels and fluorescence and just bright. A nice darker something would be nice, but just putting a little bit of holograph and, well, the packaging is real hollow. The makeup is not real hollow. Real hollow. Whatever they're selling. So, they have the Mega Glow highlighter, the Mega Glow highlighting stick. I've tried some of their highlighting sticks before. To me, their formula's a little dry, so it's hard to rub on. And Milk just released a real hollow highlighting stick. So, Mega Glow loose highlighting powder. Now, I think this is something new for them. This is like a loose actual highlighting powder, but it's not really, because the one thing that's missing from this collection that the other two had were pigments, just loose pigments. And they removed that from the collection and put in these highlighting powders. Now, there was a really pretty one, and I don't know if it was part of either the mermaid or the, and I know it wasn't part of the unicorn collection last year because the unicorn collection was like purple and blue and pink. But it's just this beautiful gold pigment that I picked up at the store, and it is an amazing highlighter. So basically that's all that is, just now calling it a highlighter, and they poked out the holes in the packaging to make a skull. So it's goth now. It's still not hollow, still a highlighter, still not goth, but it's got a skull in it. So Next thing that they released with this line was the Mega Last Catsuit Metallic Lipstick. I love the original liquid catsuits. These are amazing. The matte formulas, all day long. The metallics are garbage. I bought one of the metallics with the Midnight Mermaid collection. I bought this brown shade. I thought it was going to look gorgeous on me, perfect for fall. I swear it faded in 5 minutes. I will never buy another liquid catsuit metallic again. Waste of money. And I don't know where it is. I wish I did, because I totally would put it on for you right now, and then like you'd see in 5 minutes it's gone. But and that is one of my New Year's resolutions too. I'm not a resolution kind of person, but returning makeup that doesn't work, that's something that I'm going to work on this year. So the liquid catsuits, no. Next, the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows. They're just a bunch of pastel colors. Like, what is goth about that? You know, like this could have been the one area where they went, okay, here, some goth, you know. Again, this was from the Midnight Mermaid collection. It's this gorgeous dark blue shade. Problem is that they are also really patchy. I mean, you can make them work, absolutely. You can definitely make this work. The other problem is that they really don't, once you get them to work and get the patchiness gone, they don't work too terribly well, or their staying power isn't too well. And that might be me. I have long days. I start my days, I start getting my makeup on about between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I come home in the evening and I take care of my daughter all night, and like, I don't know, I don't need to be gorgeous to take care of my daughter, but if I'm running errands after work, or I do a lot of volunteer work, so sometimes I have late night meetings, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Some days, I've got 14, 15-hour days, and I need to look the same at 7 that I do at 8 o'clock at night. So I need makeup that's going to last me all day. And if that's not you, and you can go out for 5 or 6 hours and come home and wash off your makeup, great. But I'm just not a big fan of the eyeshadow catsuits. And I'm not a big fan of the fact that they called it gothic and made them all pastel colors. The last thing in this collection was the Mega Liner Metallic Liquid Eyeliner. Their eyeliners are fine, but again, the closest thing they have to goth in the color selection is a purple one. So, yeah, no, not goth, not hollow, just more unicorns. That's all there is to it. So, Too Faced just released the Life's a Festival collection. It included the Life's a Festival eyeshadow palette. It looks like a bunch of rainbows. The Unicorn Dreams, Unicorn Tears, Mystical Effects highlighting sticks. Again, more highlighting sticks. I don't need a highlighting stick. I just find that the formulas end up being dry. They end up taking off your foundation. Like I said, I've been using the Milk one. It's the first time I've ever bought Milk products. I've been interested in them for a while. I finally bought one. But even then, I can't just put it straight on my face. I have to wipe it on my hand and warm it up and then dab it on, which is probably I could do with these too. But the sticks are much slimmer, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. And again, the only reason I bought the Milk one was because it's real hollow. These are just more iridescent. Let's see what else is from this collection. So they released some more of the La Creme Mystical Effects lipsticks with this collection. Angel Tears, Fairy Tears, Mermaid Tears, Unicorn Tears. Again, more fluorescent, or not fluorescence, more pastels, more iridescence. Pass. And then Angel Tears, Fairy Tears, Mermaid Tears, and Unicorn Tears. Magical Crystal Transforming Lip Gloss. So, lip gloss. These retail for $24. $24 for lip gloss. No, absolutely not. Not going to happen, especially not for more, $24 for more unicorn. Rainbow Effect Highlighter. Another freaking rainbow highlighter. I own 3 or 4. I'm a little ashamed to admit that. My favorite by far is the one from Ulta. And you can actually, paint it on your face and it creates this really pretty rainbow. And it's not like rainbow. There's like a gold in there, a light pink, and it really creates this really cool effect where, you know, it almost looks like it's holographic on your face. It's really, but like all my other rainbow highlighters, you put them on your face like that, you look insane. And not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We are done with rainbow highlighters. Can we all agree? We're just gonna stop making rainbow highlighters. No? Yes? Okay. Next, was the Unicorn Tears Iridescent Mystical Bronzer. This is a bronzer with a unicorn stamped right in the middle of it. So if you want to use the bronzer, you got to go on the outside. And then if you want to use the iridescent unicorn highlighter, you got to go in with a smaller brush. And nobody got time for that. It's just how it is. You give me a bronzer, give me a highlighter. They had a similar product a while back that was a bronzer and blush in one compact together. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing. The Naked, what is it called? I use it almost every morning. The Naked Face palette. It has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter all next to each other. But the bronzer is nice and big, and you can get in there with a big fluffy brush and get your bronzer, and then there's a smaller strip for the blush, but you can still get in there comfortably with a blush brush, and a highlighter section small enough, and there's no weird shapes or patterns or designs. It's just what it is. Stripe, stripe, stripe. Done. So it's an impractical product. I can't imagine how you would use it properly, and there's a giant unicorn stamped in the middle of it. We're done with unicorns. And then finally, the Too Faced Festival Refresh Mythical Effects Setting Spray. It's like this iridescent spray. What were those things called last summer that everybody was going crazy about? It's the oil that looked like it was supposed to be like this holographic, shiny thing. It was like, oh God. I'm not thinking of the Farsali. It ended up being like garbage. It was just glitter and oil mixed in a bottle. But this is actually supposed to work. And I looked at the ingredients in it, and the active ingredients in it are good, so that this could actually be a good skincare product. $32 though. I'm not looking to walk around with my entire face just shot full of iridescent glitter. I like to make it strategic. I like to be shiny. I like glitter, but it's strategic, not just, and then finally, the Magic Rainbow Strobing Brush, High Impact Strobing Brush for $40. I can't imagine spending $40 for a brush, let alone this rainbow-shaped brush. No. And I just don't understand. Like, apparently they're listening to us. They understand we're over the rainbow thing. We're over the unicorns and mermaids, and we don't want that anymore. Wet n Wild acknowledged it in this letter, saying, yeah, we get it, we heard you, here's some gothic more fake hollow. Let's look at some more real hollow real quick. So the other day I was doing the Sunday morning chat with Jen Loves Reviews. Every Sunday morning she does this really nice chat where the whole community can get together and talk about makeup. And they were talking about this whole unicorn thing again. And, she said, what would you guys like to see next? And somebody said dragons. And I was like, yes, that would be so cool. Like a dragon, like a dark dragony kind of look. And that's where Wet n Wild could have gone with this. I mean, I know it's spring and we still want the pastel-y kind of colors right now. So maybe they should have held off on the goth thing until the fall. But yeah, dragons. Dragons would be cool. I have this great shade from Lime Crime. I've had it for way too long. It probably should have been thrown away, but what are you gonna do? It's like a brown-green shift, and it's called Dragon Scales. It's absolutely gorgeous. And especially with the whole Game of Thrones thing, I just feel like dragons would be the next logical step in this mythical animal, fascination. But the makeup companies just aren't getting there, and they obviously understand we're sick and tired of the pastels and the unicorns and the fairies, but they're just not there. And I don't know. I'm just so tired of it. So like comment down below. Would you like to see me do like this whole dragon thing? I've got idea in my head. It's a funny story. This was actually originally supposed to be like a hair channel, like way back when I first was like, you know, I think I want to get into YouTube. I wanted to make it a hair channel because I can do some crazy braids. Well, I could. What happened was I ended up dyeing my hair blonde and I bleached it way too much. I used like 60 volume and I was lucky I had hair left on my head. I ended up having to chop off all of my hair, but I used to be able to do these like really crazy elaborate braids. I could watch Game of Thrones and be like, yeah, I can do that. So yeah, let me know if you want. I mean, it's, you know, when I don't know. I'm a book reader and I watch the show, so I'm like really depressed right now. The book was supposed to come out this year and now it's not coming out, and now the show's not going to be back this year, so I'm kind of like going through some Game of Thrones like withdrawals hardcore. So let me know if you want me to do something like that, because it's not really appropriate right now. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know. So that I'm sorry, I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but sound off below. Let me know what you think you would like to see next, whether it be dragons or wood nymphs or whatever. That's all I got for you today, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.